Alright, welcome back. Today we're going to build up this trampoline. It looks good. It's very good, matter of fact. I'm going to show you how to put it all together step by step. It came in two boxes. You have one of two box 1 and box 2. Uh, they are liftable. I did lift them, but not for long. So you have to use a hand truck to take it to the location where you like to set up your trampoline. I wanted to show you what's exactly in the box so you have an idea. So I made this video. I try to make it as much detailed as possible. So before you make your choice of buying it, you see what's involved. So for us, it looks like a lot of work, but what we did is we took them out. We put the stuff. We laid it on the ground to see, what kind of work we have cut out for us. So I had my kids help me out here, and they did a good job with organizing this stuff. So so we know what to get from what location. The instruction, it's very easy to read, and they had good pictures that we just followed through and put this thing together. I want to show you a close-up view of this connection here, the T connection. And first you make pieces like that. Then we're going to put the second part to this. You want it to look like this. We're going to make sure that both of them are in. And they came from this pile over here. So you can't go wrong. It looks like there's a lot of stuff in the box, but it's repetitious. You pretty much set up doing the same thing over and over again for multiple different times. So you just follow steps. You could either follow the instruction they give you. I think the instruction is pretty simple. Or you could just preview my videos. I try to follow as close to the instruction as possible. And I try to use the manual tools as opposed to power or electric and I try to be as organized as possible to make it easy for you to visualize how things are. So I've put some pieces of the puzzles together, and this is what it looks like halfway. And as I go toward the finish line, I will try to show you as much as I can so you get a better idea. This video is not to be used for instruction. Rather, it's used to be. It is meant to be used with the instruction. Yeah, that comes with the box. So I just wanted to make it easier for you. So you want to make sure you are fully connected here. You don't want any loose ones. You want to make sure you are in all the way in. All right, and then do a stress test always. So I'm trying to put everything together right now. Now that I have everything in place. So as I have mentioned earlier, it's the same thing over and over again, multiple parts getting together. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead, and I'm having a little difficulty here. Some of them need a little bit more persuasion. So I'm going around checking. There isn't any screws or anything to hold these places together. What's going to hold them together is the spring and the hook. This is where the jumping is going to take place. It's a special material. It stretches as someone jumps on it. And then while you have it down, you want to have the netting in place. Now the netting starts here. You need to focus, and look at the instruction. There's a special place where you start the netting. Otherwise, you won't have the entrance in the right spot. So following instructions is very important. So what we're doing, so I got the netting in place. So what I'm going now is hooking up the spring. The way they recommend is you hook up a bunch of springs on one side, then you go to the opposite side. So then you have a cross pattern. Then slowly you start adding one spring after another, and then at the end it gets a little tight. And then there's a special tool you use. You could use a screwdriver to stretch it in place. All right. So it takes a while, but after a while, you get a hang of it, and the job gets done. as you see. So I started with one end, then I went across, I hooked up a bunch of springs, then I did the other side, then I went across. Then once I got the spring in place, I got this padding on top. I made sure it was stretched and it was in place. There was some cutouts like so over here. You want to make sure you are on top of it. And then on the bottom of it, you tie it in place as well. It comes with elastic ties. I'm going to show you right now, right there. I don't know if you could see. You tie them up. It's time consuming, but someone has to do the job. So now I'm going to go ahead and try to finish up this netting. And that's also very simple. The design is very simple. It's DIY. Or is it DIY? I think it's DIY, do it yourself. So I'm just trying to get this, netting in place so that we could begin having fun. I mean, trampoline is a very interesting thing. It's very fun, and it's also an tool you can use for exercising. But without the netting, it kind of it is dangerous, I guess, because it creates a possibility of someone falling over. And can you imagine while jumping and lose balance, a child or someone just falls over and hurt themselves? You don't want any fun to turn into a disaster. So this netting, even though it looks very simple, but it's actually doing a very important job. It's protecting you and your family. And that's what the finished product looks like. I'm going to show you, when someone jumps on it, what it looks like from the bottom. So as I'm putting in the last cap, I don't know if you could notice the bottom. It's being tested right now. So I'm just finishing it off with the end caps, because when winter do come around, I don't want anything left for the winter. So I put some of these anchors down, but I gotta tell you, these anchors is nothing compared to the storms that we get out here. So I'm thinking about getting some sandbags. If you found this video useful, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell.